And I think men and women offer different things to the world. And it's okay for us to have those things and own those things and bask in those things. I am a divinely feminine person and I'm happy about that. And I embrace that about myself. I don't feel like I have to be something. I don't feel there are things that my husband's great at. He is great at fixing things. He is great at solving problems. Um, I am great at strategizing. I'm great at organizing. I'm great at seeing something. I'm a great confidant, and I'm great at assessing a situation. My discernment is way stronger than his. I can see something bad happening or coming towards us from a mile away, and he'll be like, no, 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 no. But anytime he's done that, he's lived to regret it. So now he's like, he doesn't even question it. He's like, oh, Dreama said it's about it. No, not doing that. Absolutely not. My wife said it was bad. Get away from me with that. No, because I'm not about to, because then when it goes south, I'm gonna have to go home to her. So how about no? So yeah, I think that if you can see the beauty and the differences between men and women, and you can, if you're both loving people, then it doesn't matter the gender of the person.
Yeah, yeah, so that's actually really good that you brought that up. And especially like you said, as far as being a married woman, I could understand why if someone that a guy that you would meet after you're married, like I said, that definitely could be suspect, especially if, like you said, if they may be wanting to like have more intentions than just a friendship. Like I said, there's definitely like you want to avoid those kind of people. And like you said, nowadays, like I said, there are still men out there that can be very, yeah, misogynist. That word I can't even say it, but like that talk down, like you said, mansplain to women, and that's unfortunately still a thing. And like I said, it would be amazing to still, to see men learn from women, and like just vice versa, and we could all balance things, and come together and unite, and just make a great team, just like a marriage should be, when it comes to, down to that. And just even like having platonic friendships like that too. And so that's definitely some very good points. And for me, I would say I used to feel like I would only get along with like women for the most part, just because I'm not the manliest man. I'm pretty like I'm a pretty big softie. Like with certain movies, like still make me cry, and I'm sure these men, other like big tough men, I'm sure they cry, but they don't admit it. But anyway, so I'm not like this big like athletic like jock and like muscles and all this. So I guess I kind of feel like I got along more with females, just because I felt like females to me seem more compassionate and just more friendly and kind to me, I guess from my personal experience. And I guess well, so over the years, I feel like especially as I've gotten older, like in the past um year or two, I feel like I have like gotten to meet a lot more men that I've gotten to know and like really grow a good friendship with, and really getting to hear like their life story and testimonies and all that. So recently it has been I feel like I have more friendships with men, but it seemed like most of my life it's been with females, just because it seemed like they were just, I don't know, just women were easier to just get along with. So I guess I didn't feel like when it came to men, I didn't feel like I had to like compete. Like it seemed like back in the middle school and high school days, like especially like in middle school, and people are like, oh, like like I have a girlfriend, you don't. It's like we're 12. Like, why are you worried about that? It's like, so it's like that. So people are like worried about that, or like if they're on the football team and like, oh, I gotta be with the cheerleader, and here I am. I'm like only in like maybe an honor society, so like they automatically think, oh, well, you gotta be like you're never gonna find anybody. There's just that weird like high school, middle school popularity kind of thing. So like as far as I said back in the day, I only got along mainly with females. I mean, outside of my family, like I have more men in my family than women. So like so was closer to, I mean, both my brothers and sisters, but like as far as outside of my family, like I said, it's just been a recent thing to where I feel like I've started having like real good friendships with men, and like I said, I still have friendships with women and all that, but like I said, I could see to where if I got married and to my future wife, I could see to where like if another woman that I've never met tries to message me and try to get to know me, that's where it could be suspect, definitely. So that is also that's just kind of where I am right now as far as if I'm getting along with men or women. So I guess it is both. But as of recently, I feel like I've been able to just open up and talk to more men. And you actually brought up something like how you said that you give, and like some people may take from you and stuff like that. And like so that was actually like a question that I had, and like so I'm kind of glad that you brought that up because like one of my questions I was thinking of was like have you learned anything from like people that you were friends with for a season? And like so I've definitely have learned things like not trusting people so quickly. Like I feel like I was so like wanting to have friends. Like I wasn't the most popular guy. So like once I got into high school, I started to open up a little bit more and like I started having friends. But then like it seemed like as I would become friends with people and then like I feel like there would be something to where they do me wrong at the end of it all. And like I said it can definitely be hard, especially like when you think that you look to them as a friend and turns out that they had a knife behind your back the whole time. So like I said, I've definitely been through that, not even with just friendships, but with relationships as well. Like I know my first relationship that I had, I was late to the game as far as like dating. I didn't have a girlfriend until I was 18, and like once I got into college, and listen the whole time. Well, not the whole time. The part of it, I felt like it was going great. Then I started noticing like things were different between us, but I still thought that there was nothing to it, and found out later on down the road that like for the past like 2.5 months I was being cheated on. So that's just so I had to break it off. And then crazily, I got back with this person a few years later, and listen, I thought things were going good then, and then I found out that she was with a married man. So it was a lot of craziness. Like I said, it was I said just definitely things like that, like people that were in my life for a season. It definitely taught me that like don't trust so quickly. Like I know it's good to open up to people, but let's just know who you're opening up to because it can definitely bite you at the end of it. It can definitely backfire on you. So I've learned that, and I've definitely like I kind of mentioned earlier about being verbally like abusive through like text messaging. Definitely have learned better on how to like communicate. Let's just definitely do it all in person because like I said in text messaging, people can read it wrong, and I may meant it one way and they take it like, whoa, I'm being attacked. And I could see it, being that way. So let's just definitely learning how to communicate, learn not to trust, so quickly, but at the same time not being so guarded. So let's just like kind of finding a balance between that. So those were like two really big things that I learned about like people that were in my life for a season that aren't now. So like I said, I guess there are some good things that come out of, being betrayed by somebody. It could teach you a lesson.
Right. No, I definitely agree. Um, I think that bad things, kind of like what we were talking about earlier, um, bad things and negative points in our lives, whether it's what we deal with others or what we deal with ourselves, they are just all these different unique bricks that come together to make who we eventually become, which is so beautiful because of the trials that it took to get there. So something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I love, love that because like I said, it does make us to who we are now. Like I said, just going through any kind of hardship, mountains, valleys, just going through all that. And like I said, it makes us, stand stronger at the end of it all. And so as I definitely, love hearing that. And so like I said, that's definitely a good positive outlook out of, out of the whole thing when it comes to anything hard that we're going through. Let's just knowing that the at the end of it all, like I say, everything's going to be okay and we're gonna come out of it better. And there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. So let's just if anybody's out there, that may be watching this and you may be friends with people that you feel like only tear you down or only are just, constantly disappointing you, betraying you, definitely get out of those kind of friendships because you deserve better. And I think you definitely want to be the right kind of friend. So let's just definitely, continue to be yourself, be loving, and just don't let anybody change you, and don't let anybody get the best of you, because let's say you're gonna make it through it, and let's say it may be a temporary battle, but but at the end of the day, you're going to be a okay.